Hey, it's Rebecca Smith from the KBIA newsroom in Columbia, and it's time for Missouri Health Talks, a project where we listen in on Missourians' conversations about access to health care. This week we hear from Simon McKeown, a doctor in Mexico, Missouri, and his son Jonah, who, full disclosure, is a graduate student here at MU and has worked with Missouri Health Talks in the past. They spoke about some of the health issues in Audrain County, like high STD rates, and reflected on how their family has benefited from social programs, like years ago when Simon was in medical school. Here's Jonah.
Have you ever struggled personally with some of the issues that your patients face?
Like, have I ever had a sexually transmitted disease? No, I haven't actually.
Well, I didn't mean directly, but you know what I mean.
Have I ever struggled? Well, when you were little, we moved to America when you were
2.5.
2.5. So we didn't have much money, and it was my understanding of moving to America that we must not be a burden on the state for the first 5 years. And so those first 5 years, we had no health insurance. When it came to 5 years that we had been in America, we showed up to the Social Security office. My children have not visited a dentist in 5 years. We got our immunizations from the health department. And the person in the Social Security office said, well, these children are American. These children needed Medicaid all this time. Here you go. Here are their Medicaid cards. And it was that day was one of the happiest days of our lives because we realized that we could actually take you to the doctor and not have to pay cash for it, and that we could get you what we needed. And we went straight away and enrolled you all in WIC. And
Women, infants, and children.
Women, infants, and children. And then we got the WIC checks that are given for nutritious food for people with young families. And we couldn't believe that we could actually go to the grocery store and get milk and beans and peanut butter and stuff like that, and go and pay for it with these WIC checks, and actually feed you guys. So
that's when we started getting food.
That's when we started getting food. I mean, literally. And so that night we had a 5-bean soup with Spam in it, and we thought we died and gone to heaven. We thought it was fantastic. But
yeah,
that was.
I remember having stuff like that.
Yeah, there you go. That 5-bean soup, we were struggling.
Well, I don't think we really noticed that much because we just played outside all day. And
that's right.
We would go to Rockbridge State Park and run around and then come home and have sausages.
There you go.
So it was fine.
That was Jonah McKeown speaking with his father, Simon McKeown, a doctor in Audrain County. That's it for this week's Missouri Health Talks. Tune in next week for more conversations from throughout the state about health and access. I'm Rebecca Smith. Thanks for listening.